Welcome back to the Greater Jackson Business Beat Show. I'm Jack Criss, and we are in the offices of Pinnacle Trust, located in, I guess this is Madison.
This is Madison.
Stacey. Stacey Wall, CEO of Pinnacle Trust, longtime friend. Stacey, how are you?
I'm good, Jack. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. Now, there's a lot for us to talk about, especially in these economic times, and I always talk about the economy on the show with the various guests I've had. Before we get into some specifics about what's happening economically, nationally and in the metro, tell us about Pinnacle Trust, how long you all have been in existence, what the company does, a little background.
Thanks, Jack. Pinnacle Trust started the company in 1997. We are the only independent trust company in Mississippi. By that, we're regulated by the State of Mississippi Department of Banking and Consumer Finance. We work with affluent families in helping them determine what their dreams are and their aspirations and goals in life, and then matching that from a financial standpoint to make sure that they can meet those dreams.
When you say affluent, what kind of money
You know,
are we
people
talking
don't
about?
like the word affluent. I'm not affluent, or I'm not rich, or I'm not wealthy. But it's generally people that maybe are business owners or professionals that have been out in the workforce, and I don't want to exclude young people, but it tends to be people maybe in the 50s and older that are in that phase of life where they're starting to look at down the road and maybe not necessarily retirement, but the rest of their life and what they want to see out of it and get out of it.
Well, I know your background was in banking. What prompted you to open Pinnacle Trust in the long run, and in the beginning rather, and has it fulfilled your expectations or the dreams you had of it when you started off as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, background is investments in banking.
Right.
I was with a local bank in Mississippi that got bought out by a regional bank, and I just didn't like the big concept. A little too much bureaucracy and red tape for me, and I liked being in touch with our clients and staying in touch with them. And so I just got to a point where I said, you know what, I'd like to jump out there and do this, and not by myself. I had 3 people start the company with me. 2 of them are still with me today. We have a staff of 12 now, and we work with clients. We literally have clients in 12 states now, but most of our clients are right here in Mississippi.
Are you chartered as a bank? Is Pinnacle Trust?
We are chartered as a bank. Now, our banking powers are silent, so we don't do loans and deposits. Our trust powers are active. So we work with clients in terms of their asset management and planning. We're also the only Mississippi-based entity other than a bank trust department that can act as a corporate trustee. So about 1/4 of our revenues come from working with people in the management of trusts.
So obviously a very unique company.
Yeah, none like it in Mississippi.
None like it at all, which is kind of business we like to cover and preview on the show. Now, I guess given the nature of what you all do, you have to get close to your clients. When you talk about their aspirations and dreams, you've got to get to know these people, probably their family members, and you're there with them. And I know you and I have talked privately about getting close with your clients. Talk about that relationship and how that's different from, say, a traditional bank. Or what's different about it from your Pinnacle Trust philosophy?
Yeah, you know, everyone says investment advisors, banks, and just about every service industry, oh, it's important to develop a relationship with our client. And we have the personal touch.
Cliche.
And I joke around saying, well, none of our competition says, you know, we have great service and we get close to our clients, maybe not quite as close as Pinnacle Trust. Of course, they're not going to say that. But it really is important to develop that relationship, to find out not just what's important from a numbers basis, but what's important in what you want to achieve in life and what's important to you get out of life. Helping clients to understand their cash flow needs, making sure we position their assets to meet those needs for the rest of their lives. What we're trying to do is get our clients in a position where they don't have to worry about money. And it's more important, Jack, I asked a prospective client today, what's more important, that we beat the S&P 500 by a certain amount, or that you never have to worry about money again for the rest of your life? The clients that say, that's my goal, is I don't want to have to worry about money. when I turn on the TV and the Dow's down 200 points,
Right.
I don't want to have to worry about it. That's our type of client, because that's where we want to work with them and helping them meet their financial goals, and then take it beyond to other goals in their life.
But you having said that, I mean, you know, in 04, 05, 06, we were all in high cotton. We were all sailing along,
Yeah.
real smooth, doing great. Then September 08 happened, and everybody was watching the stock market. How did that affect your business? How did it affect your clients? And how have y'all survived and really thrived since that time?
It's a double-edged sword. It is great for us. We've always tended to manage risk better than our competition in terms of investment risk, and so we generally get more new clients when the investment markets are bad.
Yeah.
When the market's going up, as it was in the 80s and the 90s, and if you look at a long-term chart of that secular bull market from 82 to 2000, the 1987 crash, it looks like just a blip on the radar screen. Since 2000, we've been in what we call a secular long-term bear market, and in that big bull market, everybody made money. Now you need people that know what they're doing to not only make you money in good times, but be able to hold on to what you have in difficult times like we went through in 08.
But did 08 shock you and your staff?
It was horrific. It was what the investment statisticians or gurus call a 5 standard deviation event, once in a lifetime event, the worst decline we've had since the crash, the 29 crash, and even the models we designed to manage risk weren't designed to go through something like that. Now, we did a lot better than most of our competition in terms of being able to hang on to most of what we had, but it was a tough time. Well, the other side of the sword I was mentioning to you, there's a lot more hand-holding that goes on today. People are worried. They're worried about the economy. They're worried about their future. They're worried about their finances. And so our job is to be there for them and try to take some of that worry off of them. I tell my clients all the time, if you're worried, we're not doing our job, because our job is to take that worry off of your shoulders.
For people who want more information on Pinnacle Trust, Stacey, give me a phone number, website address, your email address. How do they get in touch with you?
Pintrust.com, PINNTRUST.com is our website. Phone number is 601-957-0323. And my email address is swall, first initial, WALL, at pintrust.com.
Stacey Wall, Pinnacle Trust. Stacey, you know, good friend, great business. Pleasure to have you on the show.
Jack, thanks so much. Appreciate everything you're doing for the metro area, too.
Thank you so much, Stacey. Stay with us here at Greater Jackson Business Beat. We'll be back with more.